Hey everybody, it's Jochen Heiden. I'm back with the Hellsen versus Heiden campaign. This is scenario 2, War in the Pacific, Admiral's Edition. Let's see, this is the 20 December 1941 turn, 14, combat replay and intel analysis. So what can we look forward to this turn? Well, hopefully no more subs, because I'm sick of subs. And then perhaps we'll find out what his Kido Butai is going to be doing, the one that's currently in the Solomon Sea. It's either going to hit us hard or it's going to do something else. So I don't know what that's going to be. So let's watch and find out what he's going to do with those carriers this turn. Okay, here we go. December 20th, 1941. Let's see what happens here. All right, he captures a dot base on Luzon. Okay, he's coming ashore at Rabaul with some heavy cruisers giving some supporting fire there, but not much. They're probably out of ammo. Okay, and there's another landing at Shortland Islands. Oh, did you hear that? Something hit a mine. Ah, look at that. He's already got subs. Already got subs off of Rangoon. Man, that did not take long at all. I thought we would have had more time than this. Australia Star's a goner. There it goes. Man, he's already blockading that. Man. Something else just sank. One of his, I assume. It's probably a minesweeper. Okay. RO-64 is at Luganville, and it's getting tied down by the gale, which is just a minesweeper, but apparently it has the ability to hunt subs. And the Pansy, which is an AMC, apparently it carries depth charges, is fighting for its own survival right now. So Rangoon is already closed off to us. That's a shame. Oh, we got a hit on that thing. It's not often you see an armed merchant cruiser with depth charges. Well, it's something. We hit it. I don't know how much we hit it, but we hit it. So hopefully it buys us time to get out of here. Okay, some more landings at... oh, these are our guns firing at him. Nope, we fired but missed. Ah, there he is coming ashore at Ley. Interesting that Lodrick never bothered taking these bases in our campaign, and here it is on the 20th of December that Hellsen's already landing there with a Naval Guard unit. And a dot base on New Guinea. He's still coming in at Rabaul. Oh, that's just... oh, man. Well, that's a goner, too. That's a good tanker, too. If I didn't have bad luck in this campaign, I'd have no luck at all. That is the most random place to get caught by a sub, and we're going to lose that. Jeez. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. This, too? Oh, no. Hopefully we can save that thing. Oh, again. Oh, man. This is a bad turn. Oh, man. That thing's gonna sink. I can't believe it. I can't believe it, man. These subs are just everywhere. Everywhere. Like, the most random places. And see, I knew that this guy was coming in to bombard Monado, and I put a sub there, but the sub did absolutely nothing to stop this. These subs are garbage. Alright, so there you go. These guys came in and bombarded just like I predicted that they would. And our subs did nothing to stop them, because why would they? Man, I can't believe these subs. Well, here comes the daily bombing at Clark. Yeah, we'll at this rate, we'll never be able to build it up. Okay, he's doing everything he can to slow down the retreat of these troops here. And he's just sweeping over the top just to make sure that we don't have any kind of fighters trying to intercept his bombers. Look at that, 71 Bettys. Look at those losses. Terrible. But we have to take these. Okay, sweeping over Clark, but we got nothing there. Okay, got some Sallies hitting those guys on the rail line. And some more. Okay, got the strike at Temelo today. Just trying to keep us from building up the forts. And another big attack. Yeah, this hex here, just to the southeast of Nanyang, is going to be attracting a ton of bombers for a long time. Until we move it out. But we have to hold here to get these troops out. And we're just going to have to eat these losses. There's no way around it. Look at it. It's just going to be non-stop. Yeah. Yep, just unbelievable amounts of bombers that he has. That must be the scenario 2 thing. It's just, what, this is like 200 twin-engine bombers have been thrown at us this turn along. Look at these losses. They're terrible. Super area. Now, this is a little piddly raid. All it's going to do is slow us down a little bit. Temelo again. Alright, that was just the AM phase. We have to endure another turn of another PM phase. I gotta move those subs, man. All they keep doing is getting spotted every turn. Look at that. They keep seeing where they're at. Seems to be a lot of recon in the PM phase right now. I am curious if his Kido Butai carriers are going to make an appearance anywhere. And apparently not. So that buys us one more day to get our stuff together here. Finish it off. What? Oh, really? Oh, nope. No, of course not. Yeah. I knew we weren't going to get out of there. There it goes. Man, these subs were just brutal this turn. Some more bombardment at Monado. This looks like a separate task force. Is this something different? I think it might be. Oh, I had another one. Oh, man. Okay, yeah, all right. Jeez. Just such a bad turn for the subs, man. Unbelievable. This is probably one of the most devastating turns I've ever seen in terms of sub activity. Random places, too. All right, so he's going to take the ball. Look at that, a full division's worth easily.
Hello, all you poor GIs
now
and
we have to
Marines.
listen to this. I'm turning it down.
This is Orphan Ann at Radio Tokyo.
Turning it way down.
Today, our high command announced that the ever-victorious forces of the Japanese Empire have captured Rabaul.
Rabal. Well, yes, you did. The only thing we lost here were 2 guns that we couldn't really cart along for the ride, so that's fine. Okay, now he's using an entire Imperial Guards division to take out this tiny little base force here. Of course, that was a slam dunk. Shortlands will fall because I have nothing there. And these guys will probably go down now because this bombardment disrupted them so badly. Well, I take it back. We held out, so apparently his bombardment was no good, and we hold out another day at Minato, which buys time, but for what? I don't really know. Time for what? Okay, and New Hanover Island will be a freebie for him as well. And then Rambutio. That's another one for him. There, he's got it. Yeah, this was a bad turn. Another bad turn. The subs are just ripping me up. Ripping me up. My subs have done nothing for turns. We're gonna have to figure something out with these guys because they're just not getting it done. Not at all. Okay, good. Fortunately, we're getting some ship replacements in around the map because we've lost so many. We've lost so many ship system. We're gonna need some replacements. Oh man, I'm afraid to look at the damage. Let's go find out what we lost. What a slaughter out here today with these subs. Man, wow. Let's take a look at this. What a disaster. Okay, well, let's just start from the top. Let's go aircraft losses for this turn. Again, in our favor, which can't complain about that. I mean, every day he loses more aircraft than us because his flight ops are so high. So he lost 4 Sallies, a Babs, and a Betty for in exchange 1 Dutch Dornier 24 float patrol. I'll take those losses any day. So again, we're slowly inching towards breaking even with him. Pilot replacements are not what I want. Top pilots, no losses today. So whatever happened to that one, that Dornier, the pilot survived it. Probably a crash. Okay, looking at the Army loss points this turn, they ticked up a bit. We did take some losses in China due to the bombing campaign and elsewhere, but overall, more or less the same. Now, ship sunk this last turn is another story. So, last turn, these are the confirmed ships sunk, but I'm going to show you in a minute why I know that the Japanese lost another one. This is what we confirm lost. Two of these AKs near Nenumea, which is out in the South Pacific, right around here, right around over here, just where my mouse is pointing, right? Those ships were doing nothing but returning to the United States from Australia. We just got super unlucky, and we ran into some Japanese subs, which just, of all places to be, it just seems crazy to me. No, I'm not saying anything's fishy. It's just bad luck. Maybe he was like returning or relocating. I got no good explanation as to why he'd have subs here, but we ran into him. The Australia Star, unfortunate. I thought that ship was going to be able to get out of Rangoon just fine, but he already has subs at Rangoon, which makes sense. He owns Singapore, so why not? And then finally, another just super unlucky, unfortunate run-in with the Osthav, which is a pretty decent tanker, right? That was over here by a Funafuti. Just over here, I don't know what it was about all his subs here, but we just got super unlucky with that. So 3 of the 4 ships we did lose this turn are in the South Pacific area. 3 of them are over here. They're all in the same, by, what is it, Alice Islands? And then, of course, this last one was over near Rangoon. So just a bad day for us for subs. I know on the grand scheme of things, these losses aren't the end of the world. They're recoverable. We'll get more. But it hurts my ego, man. It hurts my pride when we have that many sub interceptions. You know, bad luck. But you see how it says 2 Japanese ships sunk here? Well, it's more than that. If we look at the combat report, we see here at Singapore, one of his minesweepers, the W1, hit a mine, heavy damage, and we also heard the mine hit, and we heard a ship sink that wasn't ours. So I'm pretty sure the W1 is a goner. So scratch 1 Japanese destroyer minesweeper. All right. So now let's take a look at our SIGINT report for the 20th of December. Again, a lot of stuff going on at Babel. Got something going on at Truck. Let's see what else we can figure out here. Just reading it. Okay, I mean, we know he's busy at Truck and Babel. That makes sense. And operations report. I'm going to briefly scroll through this again. See, these are issues here. When you have subs that are reporting haven't been sighted, that means that they're too close to enemy aircraft. So I need to go look at where these subs are at, and I need to relocate them because he knows they're there, and he's got ASW patrols spotting them. So that means that their position is no good. They're never going to intercept anything when they're sighted like that. So I'll go back to these locations and find a new place for these subs to hang out because where they're at is not going to work. All right. Scrolling through here. A lot of sightings. Scrolling through. This might be our Donier 24. A Donier 24 crashes on landing. That might be our loss for the turn. And he captures Rabal, Shortlands, Hanover Island, and Rembutio all in the same turn. So that's going to give us a little slap to our face with points, even more than it already was. And then here's our losses reported. Right, we did get a few ships in at Balboa, which is in the Panama Canal. Grabbed another tanker at Abaddon. A much needed appearance of 3 of these Kingfisher Navy training aircraft, which are absolutely awesome for doing any kind of Navy pilot training you want. You can train fighter pilots, ASW, naval search, you name it. These guys will cover it. So getting these in is excellent. We can use them for training. And I believe this number 5 squadron is just a relocation from, what is it? Karachi. That's on me. All right. So that's our operations report. Let's take a look at some of the Exciting Japanese submarine activity this last turn. So here's the first one. This was, get this. All these task forces out here are moving in and out of here without issue. There was only one that was not escorted. It was this one. And look at this. This guy ate a torp, and I can tell you right now, he's not going to make it back. Not with this level of damage. He's on fire. Flotation at 69. I'll bet my left foot that the Mataroa sinks before it makes it back. Take your guesses in the comments section below. If you think the ship is going to make it, the Mataroa. What I will do to help it out is send some ASW ships out there just to give it a helping hand, right? But I don't see that thing making it. So let's get some ASW escort ships onto both of these task forces and see what happens. But I'll tell you right now, it ain't looking too good. So let's just go ahead and get these back to Pearl Harbor as quickly as possible. But what we're going to do here is redirect them around where that one got sunk or hit. All right. And this one's just going to have to soldier on. And then over here again by where was it? Alice Islands. These were this is part of the no. This is not even the same task force that got hit. You know why? Because they have escort. These guys got out, and this tanker task force got through. But this is from where this is one of the ones where the sub took it out. So this whole area is just so teeming with Japanese subs. It's unbelievable how lucky he's been this campaign. Let's take a look at that real quick. Ships sunk, allied, all dates by the weapon type. Okay, so bear in mind the 53 centimeter torpedo are sub-launch torpedoes, right? Type 94. Look, these are all the ships we've lost to Japanese subs so far. This is insane. Look at that. We're talking 20 to 30 ships. Maybe 20. That's a lot, though. 20 ships sunk to Japanese submarines in the first 2 weeks of the war. That hurts. Some of these are really good, too, like these tankers. Some of these mine layers. APs. A destroyer, even. You know, how? Just bad luck, man. It's hard to stay motivated sometimes when you're getting beat up like this. But, you know, I was talking to somebody in my Discord about this and how frustrating it's been for me. And he goes, you know, it is December 1941. If the Japanese player wasn't making your life hard, he's not doing his job. And I stopped and thought to myself and I said, you know what? That's absolutely right. I'm not supposed to be doing good right now, right? I got to keep telling myself this. I'm not supposed to do good. He's supposed to be kicking my butt, which he is very, very well. But that's kind of how this is supposed to go, right? I'm supposed to take tons of heavy losses and feel very desperate. And I'll tell you what, I've taken lots of losses and I'm feeling desperate right now. So Hellsen's doing his job and he's doing it perfectly. And I just need to deal with it. I'll get my time. Anyway, so since we're already here, we'll just talk about it. He's cleaning up shop around here, quickly taking over the Solomons and getting to work. One thing I noticed here is that the Kido Butai is missing. I have no idea where it went. Now, does that mean that they moved off, or does that mean that maybe he's just kind of retreated out of sight and he's going to come back around this way? I don't really know. But I might take this opportunity to go ahead and move some ships while we have at least a day or two for him to get back into position. It very well could have been low on fuel and he needs to head back to the truck. He may have just been down here to support these landings, right? At Shortlands, Ley, and Rabaul, because these are important bases for him. So maybe he was just brought these guys down here just to, I don't know, facilitate that. It does seem like a lot of force to bring for that sort of thing. So half of me is wondering if this is like a feint attack. Maybe he's just trying to bait me into returning ships back into the area so he can strike them. I don't know. So I'm going to keep a close eye on this, but as of now, we don't see the carriers, and I don't know where they went. All right, over in China, the big story here is our retreat of these units in the central part here. We're just getting beaten up by the Japanese bombers, and they're attacking us in clear terrain, and there's nothing we can do about it. So we're just gonna have to eat these losses until we mop up and police up all these units. From there, we can pack it up and retreat into safer territory. But until then, I'm just gonna have to eat the losses and get these troops out. We are numerically superior to him in every way in this hex. So even with all these troops here, he does not have what it takes to hurt us. That being said, I don't know if I want to push the issue here, but we do have enough troops here that we can guarantee that these troops will get out without really getting hurt too much and retreat. Everything down here in Wenchao is going better. We finally have the port and airfield damage repaired, and we're finally back to building forts and expanding the airfield. So that's all good stuff for us. We have plenty of engineers to do it. Once I have this as a size 5 airfield, we can start launching offensive operations with our B-17s. Everything else over here is going as planned. We're just continuing to retreat and consolidate our lines. So over here near Rangoon, this is all nothing but a giant death trap down here. He's got subs camped out right down here. They're in shallow water, and he just does not care because, you know, why should he? So we're just down here eating torpedoes, getting these ships out, and there's nothing we can do about it. But this is just giving me all the proof I need to get out of here. I'm never going to hold Rangoon because I can't get any kind of reinforcements in here. I can't get the supply in here that I need. So it's better that I just kind of forsake this whole thing and kind of build up more defenses up here, because that's where he's going eventually. And I just don't think I have enough material and troops in Burma right now to stop him. Lodra gave me 2 or 3 weeks of uninterrupted sailing to get troop ships into Rangoon. That's why we were able to be as strong as we are there. I do not see Hellsen doing that, especially because he's got subs here already, and he already owns Singapore. So he's got a base to operate out of. And, you know, what am I going to do about it? So I think it's time to start thinking about packing up shop in Rangoon and looking for other more defendable places, because that ain't it. Still relatively quiet in the Dutch East Indies. We did manage to clear this task force here. It's got tons of fuel on board, getting that out. These guys are loading up more fuel. We've done a really good job evacuating fuel so far out of here, and I'm really happy about it. Tajilat Jap is just about topped off with fuel. So we're going to load these guys up, send them down to Australia, and maybe try to make 1 or 2 more runs before it's too late. But I really would like to milk all the fuel I can get out of Java while I can. I don't know. I don't think it's as critical for it's not critical for us to deny him the fuel as it is for me needing it myself. So this is a plan C in case the Cape Town convoys take too long and I lose a lot of ships coming from LA with fuel for Australia. This is plan C, and so far plan C has been working relatively well. Here at Perth, we managed to move quite a bit of fuel, and we've got lots of ships here to figure out what to do with now. So this guy we can sit right there. Get some of the system damage packed up and send this guy maybe to Sydney or Melbourne for permanent repair. But yeah, we've been able to get quite a bit of fuel out, and I'm actually sending ships back to try to get some out some more. As long as he lets me do it, there's no reason not to. But we do have a pretty healthy collection of ships here at Perth, and I'm really happy that we got these out. Could have been worse. And then right now, we're in the process of relocating some more supply over to Darwin to make this a usable base for us in all ways. So we do have some engineers here, so we can start expanding the airfield, maybe build some forts. Right now they're not going to build because the supply situation's bad, but we've got some coming in here. And then we also have the ships in place here we need to operate this as a very effective sub base. We have an AS, which is obviously a sub-tender, and we also have an AR, which is a repair ship. And really, those are all the things you need to operate a sub out of a base. As long as the major damage on a sub is less than 5, which more often than not it is, you can fully repair your subs with the AR and get them back into the fight. So we can use this as a temporary sub base until it's no longer tenable. But other than him continuing to attack at Monado, it's been a really quiet over here, and we keep frustrating his ground troops. So not able to get the job done as it is. So yep, we'll see how much longer Minato can hold out, but I'm sure he's getting frustrated. He's throwing a lot of stuff at this, and it hasn't happened yet. All right, let me think. So anything else we can talk about here? No, I don't. I think that's it. The name of the game here is these subs are just annoying me to no end, and I cannot wait to clear all these loose ships. Right, all these ships you see scattered through the Pacific. I need to get them to LA ASAP, and combine them, and then I can actually have an effective ASW force to start moving convoys back towards Australia. Because right now, all these guys are unescorted, so they're at the mercy of whatever subs we trip over. And as you saw from our ship loss list, we've tripped over a lot of subs. So let's hope we don't trip over anymore. I need a break from these things. Again, I'm going to get this turn done hopefully tomorrow and get this back to Hellsen, and we'll keep this campaign going too. So as you know, I have 2 concurrent campaigns running on this channel of mine, and this is scenario 2 with Hellsen, who's super aggressive, and I have scenario 1 going with Lodric, and obviously in that campaign we're doing actually pretty well. We just had that big carrier battle, so if you're not actually watching that campaign yet, you need to get over there, because I just debuted my carriers in the Indian Ocean in February of 1942, and we completely decimated one of Lodric's carrier task forces. So if you're not watching that campaign, you got to get over there and watch that one too. I think I'll do a little end card here on this video, so I'll put the video where my carriers show up and the playlist for that campaign. If you're not watching it, you'll love it. Anyway, thank you for supporting me. Thank you for supporting Hellsen. I know you guys are going over to his Twitch channel and his YouTube channel, and he's got double the subscribers since he started hanging out with me, because I'm just cool like that. But again, thank you guys very much, and I'll catch you in the next one.